Now, that's coming up December 5th.
Right.
Main stage.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it, you know.
You know, I'm sure the Flynn has a mission statement as far as education and bringing acts to town like that. But this is such a diverse audience in Burlington that no one will be surprised as far as people can expect this. People know the music. No one is totally, it's not unknown to them. They're aware of what's out there.
Yeah, and there's a lot of diversity and a lot of interest, and certainly world music is one of the interests in Burlington. We have an increasingly diverse population, and in addition to this great group from Japan, we have Virginia Rodriguez coming at the end of October 25th, I think, from Brazil, wonderful contralto singer, gorgeous voice. We also have a Quebec double bill right over our border, favorite group La Bottine Suryand and La Vente du Nord. And we have music of Pakistan, which probably has never been to Burlington, and it's Qawwali music, which is a really devotional music of the Sufis. So there's many different things to look forward to and new discoveries to make in some of this music. Well,
it seemed like around the country for a while it was, say, just music from Africa or just from Eastern Europe. But now it's everywhere. It's branching out.
And also when different topics arise in our world, we want to get to know the countries more, and learning about their culture is a way to demystify. And
Pakistan certainly
is an important country. And the Qawwali music has been compared to African American gospel music. So only it's from Pakistan, and it's that call and response.
How is it different?
Well, you've heard of Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. He's a very famous musician, passed away, but a huge influence. Well, it's that kind of devotional music. It's hypnotic. It's call and response, which is a gospel African American technique. That's also part of this tradition.
So, can we expect lots of instruments on stage, or is it?
It's a lot of singing and instruments and clapping. It's very rhythmic and gorgeous melodies.
Good. Now, that's not to say there isn't music from the U.S.
Lots of music. Oh my God, all over. Yeah.
In fact, something that's, well, maybe not thought of as the U.S., but something that's sort of a Disney favorite. Peter Pan is coming.
Oh,
Peter
yes.
Group in October.
It's almost sold out. Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
That's a Broadway national tour.
Right.
Okay. And later on, speaking of Broadway, we're talking a bit about the producers.
Right.
Showing some video from that. In November, we have some interesting shows at Christmas Carol.
Right.
Coming up for that season.
December, yeah.
Who is Sarah Felder? She's at Flynn Space.
Yeah, she's coming in November. She is an actress and a writer. She's also a great juggler. She also happens to be gay, and she's doing a piece that is just the greatest. It's called Out of Sight, she juggles her mom, Israel, and Palestine. And it's about her mother going blind. It's about a mother and daughter fighting over Israel and Palestine. The mother being, the one who thinks Israel can do no wrong. The daughter thinking Palestine has something to say, that whole issue. And she juggles. And she's also talking about her gay identity.
So what is she actually juggling? I mean,
she's juggling. Yes, she's juggling. Yes, and it's hard to describe.
It's a hot topic.
And it's funny. She's funny.
Okay.
So it's all these things together, and it's performance.
Okay, no one will walk away angry.
No one will walk away angry. They will walk away surprised and delighted and amazed.
That's good. That's good.
And we've actually added a show to Sarah Felder.
Now, we were talking about shows in December. Upcoming in January, there's a lot of things happening. You had mentioned before Momix. There's also Paul Zaloom,
right?
Who's been in the area before. January 3rd to the 5th. You mentioned the Quebec group that's coming. Also, Jason Moran, who's been part of the Burlington Discover Jazz Festival.
Yes.
He's coming to town.
Yeah.
Tell us about Jason.
Jason is an African-American pianist who was here a few years ago at the beginning of his career. Now he's one of the hippest jazz guys around. He's just really virtuosic, and he's doing a special project called Milestone, and he has a special guest with him, the guitarist Marvin Sewell, and it has a little bit of theater in it.
Okay.
So it's a concert, but it has theatrical elements. For example, there's 2 pianos on stage, and one of them represents the green room, where the artists are warming up and they're talking, and you learn about what it's like to be a jazz musician. And so partly that's what's happening on stage, but most of all, it's a great concert.
Yeah.
And so it's Jason Moran and Milestone with his great musicians.
Right. Well, whether or not it's the Flynn or jazz a lot goes into multimedia experiences. I think it was a couple of years ago, the Flynn presented Dave Douglas with
Trisha
silent
Brown.
movies.
Yeah. Oh,
Silent
yes, we did
Fatty
that.
Arbuckle and other movies.
Right,
behind that.
yeah.
That was an interesting show.
Yeah.
So
a lot of these artists are interested in expanding and
Yeah.
doing more than just coming to do a concert. You know, they're very intellectually rigorous, and they're curious, and they
Right.
like to collaborate with other artists.
So it's obviously not just the Flynn's idea. They're touring like this.
Right. Yes.
So also we're going to be checking out in a minute or so. Richard Thompson is coming in January.
Yeah, and he's well, you know, one of the, I told you we have all these guitar gods this year.
Yeah.
Pat Metheny, Richard Thompson, the Rolling Stones includes Richard Thompson in the top 20 guitarists of all time. But he's doing a special program, 1,000 Years of Music, that people love, and we could watch that right now.
I've
you
seen
know?
the CD, DVD
Yeah.
out there. He does even Britney Spears.
He does, and you're going to hear that.
Okay.
Let's watch Richard Thompson.
Jeff, let's check out Richard Thompson.
Remember all the nights I spent. Remember all I did and gone, and I did what I can, therefore repent. Oh, Shenandoah, I'm bound to leave you. With your